Hello everybody, it's Emery48 here and welcome back to another Marvel Monday. Today we are going into Ironheart Season 1. We already did an Episode 1 reaction in a previous video, but we'll go quickly through that again in this one. First, I want to go over the overall thoughts of the show. And I've placed it 5 from the bottom in all Marvel television shows, which isn't good. That's pretty low. And realistically, it's not bad. This is the one that really made me just bored. There was so much dialogue in it that I didn't really care about. Most of the action scenes were actually decent. They were actually pretty good. Which made it a little harder to place, because its action was better than shows that are above it, but its story was just worse. The story bored me. It didn't feel like a main character hero. I feel like what they want Riri Williams to be is for her to be a hero, a superhero, main character. And she just isn't. She makes a lot of bad choices that hurt other people, and she doesn't want to deal with the consequences. That's not a superhero. She's not sacrificing herself to save other people at any point. But it just seems to take advantage of a lot of people to get to where she wants to get to, which is the exact same thing they're making it seem like the main villain does, Parker. So I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. It seemed like a weak hero, weak main character. Sorry if you don't like that take. But we go into episode 1, Take Me Home. She gets expelled from MIT, steals a suit, crash lands, returning home to Chicago, joins a theft crew, repairs the suit, and creates an AI for the suit, which is accidentally based off, I believe, her dead stepsister. I feel like Natalie might just be her best friend and not a stepsister by the end of the show. At the time, I definitely thought it was her stepsister, so I'm going with that. Episode 2, Will the Real Natalie Please Stand Up? Riri gets parts from McGillicuddy, good old Joe, who's also Han Solo in Solo, a Star Wars story. So he is in Marvel and Star Wars, which is pretty cool. And fixes her suit. Riri helps the crew blackmail the owner of a high-tech tunnel highway. Parker shoots a security guard to let Riri get away, and she is suspicious of him. I don't know, maybe it's the creepy suit, the creepy cloak, that, I don't know, maybe we don't work with people like that, but that's fine. Episode 3, When in Danger, Girl. Oh, We in Danger, Girl. Sorry, I ignored that I didn't have an H or an N in the word we, and just read it anyway. Riri doesn't want to admit she is a criminal. It's always a good start. Rampage is murdered. Joe is Obadiah's son, who's the villain from the original Iron Man. Or second Iron Man? Was he the original in the first one? Maybe. I haven't watched those in years at this point. Riri ruins the heist. Parker kills the target, and Riri gets part of the hood. John is left behind to die after he attacked Riri for betraying Parker. The tech she developed with Joe was lost in the facility. Parker is shown a vision that should implicate Riri in John's death. Episode 4, Bad Magic. Joe is arrested. The cloak is studied. And it is not from this realm, but from Dormammu. So we've got ties to Iron Man, which was obvious, and ties now to Doctor Strange, which is mildly disappointing. Parker breaks Joe out of jail and recruits him. Joe goes through biometric transformation, and Parker takes control, can likely take control of him based on the code we see. Parker sends the team to kill Riri. Episode 5, Karma's Glitch. Crew returns. Riri's suit captures Riri suit. I don't know why I can't read right now. And the AI Natalie inside of it. A lot of magic ties between Doctor Strange and Parker's cloak. Riri escapes the crew's attack and gets the suit back, which has been hacked. And she falls back down to the ground. Super Joe comes after Riri. Joe wins and damages the suit and tells Riri to leave Chicago. She takes the Natalie parts but leaves the suit. One of the crew see Riri get away. The crew calls out Parker, accusing him of killing Rampage. He fires all of them. Parker takes control of Joe and forces his dad to give his house and fortune over. Riri builds a new suit powered with magic. The magic deletes Natalie. Episode 6, The Past is the Past. Riri beats Joe. Parker beats hologram Riri, then loses to real Riri. She takes the cloak. Mephisto had given Parker the cloak, and he offers her Natalie back alive. She is now also cursed after accepting the deal. And this is what I mean by the whole, like, weak main character. The quote-unquote villain is someone you joined and then decided to betray because they aren't a good person, but you joined a criminal organization. And then his boss, after you defeat him, you also then join. I think we need to send Agent Coulson and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after this lady. Get them to Chicago. Now that I'm done this, I can probably happily go back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and watch a show that I enjoy. That's where I'm at right now with Ironheart. They set it up for season 2. I'm no more interested in a season 2 than I was for season 1 after watching season 1, which is pretty disappointing. That's not what you want to hear. Let me know your thoughts on Ironheart in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this more than I did. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.